PCRFM, we team up with Peterborough Positive every Monday to share the story of a local city centre business. Today, I went along to the Westgate Arcade to chat to Gerry from the Oculist.
I'm Gerry Sond. I'm the director of the Oculist opticians in Westgate Arcade. We've been here changing the face of Peterborough for 17 years now. I still remember the first day we opened. Got to about midday, picked up the national newspaper, and it said recession.
And yet 17 years on, you're still going from
still
strength
here.
to strength. I've walked through the Westgate Arcade area lots and lots. It's filled with vibrant independent shops.
Yep.
As a location for what you do, you sell glasses to people who need glasses. Let's talk about people's experience when they come here for glasses.
Mm-hmm.
How different are you to, say, Specsavers, picked at random?
Completely at the opposite end of the market. You know, when people come into our store, we have a process. Part of the process is spending maybe 5-10 minutes just talking to you, finding out what you do, finding out what your hobbies are, finding out what you're actually going to use your glasses for, finding out what you don't like about your glasses. So basically quantifying a client to work out whether they're right for us and we're right for them.
When I look at your Facebook and your social media, every single photograph I've seen of your customers, they look like they've got a pair of glasses that were made for them perfectly. It's not just, oh, what do you like? Stick them on, they're fine, go.
No.
You fit frames on people's faces that suit their personality.
They're an advert for us. Every single client that leaves the store, if they're happy, they're going to tell 3 or 4 other people. So I kind of feel if you spend more time making those clients that are in the store, firstly, look perfect, get the product working perfectly, fitting perfectly, and then that's why this business keeps growing, because I've got a wonderful team that work very, very hard to make sure all of those things keep happening.
Tell me about your team. So if you founded this place, I can see over the far side there's different rooms here in the Oculist, so who's who?
So Hannah is the longest standing employee. She's been with me, or put up with me, for 10 and a half years now.
Hi, Hannah!
Hi! So she's a dispensing optician. There's Nina, who's an optometrist.
A what?
An optometrist, so she tests eyes.
Hi, Nina!
And then there's Crofty, who's away on lunch. He's been at the Oculus for nearly 2 years now. Again, another qualified dispensing optician.
I can really see from you it's about creating a team that gels together, that understands the ethos of the business, that can then translate into getting those relationships with customers.
Oh, without a doubt. You know, if you think of the analogy that I use quite a lot with my team when we're training is sport. A football team, for example, you have certain players that are strikers, midfielders, defenders. And when I put my team together, the first most important thing is personality. I then look at where we are weak as a team and what we need to bring in, because it's pointless having 5 strikers. Everyone trying to do the same thing, your team then becomes imbalanced.
Let's talk about your product. Mm-hmm. I look around the store and there's so many different frames and different glasses of all colours and sizes and shapes.
Yeah.
What are people liking on their face at the moment in terms of wanting to be individual and wanting to stand out? What are the really popular glasses that people are going for?
It's a question we often get asked, what's popular right now? So what's popular right now is not really something we focus on. We focus on what's right for the client coming through the door.
So literally, what suits your shape of your face and your eyes? And
that's it. I get the team involved in every single buying appointment. So if you were to come in and we didn't have the right thing for you, it's fine, because Hannah and Paul and Nina have been at every buying appointment. So when we buy from a range of 1,000 frames and we bring 100 into the store, they know about the whole 1,000. So that's the beauty, I think, of empowering staff with buying products. Where the Oculus is quite different from, I'd say, the high street. We don't tend to focus on designer brands as such. We tend to focus on companies that, from design level to the product being on the shelf, it's all done under one roof. So Makita, for example, Jacques-Marie Mage, Teo, all they do is make glasses. It's not like a fashion brand who will...
they look like fashion brands, Gerry. They look super cool. I mean, look at these.
Yeah.
How would you describe them on the radio, for instance?
That's an upswept frame. You know, you can see a frame in a frame. Yeah. So the outer part is clear, just to give it size, to give it stature. But it's actually quite a small frame, so quite clever for people with complex prescriptions. You know, our eyewear is definitely Oculist. If you meet somebody and you're out and about, you'll see their glasses and you'll say, yeah,
They're from the Oculist.
You've been to the Oculist.
They're not from Specsavers. I think when people are choosing glasses to wear, I wear glasses for reading and I wear glasses for driving, and I've got off-the-shelf plain...
Ready readers?
Yeah, ready readers. I don't think about them. Maybe if I did, I'd be less... Not embarrassed to wear them. I wouldn't say I'm embarrassed to wear them, but I don't particularly like having them on and walking about. Whereas somehow all of the frames I'm seeing here look almost like cool and almost like fashion accessories that would look good on the face.
You have two mindsets. One is that you want your glasses to last, to function, to make a bit of a statement about you. Often when you're purchasing an item that has a higher value, you take a lot more care in what you buy.
Yeah.
You take a lot more care with regards to looking after it, and you have a much higher expectation of the person selling it to you. If you're buying a low-value product like a Ready Reader, you'll stick them on the top of your head, you'll throw them in the back of the car, you just don't really care about them. So I think when you're buying a product from here, because there's quite an element of fitting, styling, looking at function, looking at intelligent lenses, talking to you about lifestyle and making sure that where a Ready Reader would be restrictive with regards to maybe seeing a computer and being able to read, we can talk to you and say, well, what do you need to see? Okay, well, let's put you in this lens. It will do X, Y, and Z. Because the product is a lot more bespoke and you've invested more time and effort into getting it right with us, you tend to look after it a lot more.
Great point. There could be people wondering, okay, I quite like the idea of really good service, slightly higher end glasses.
Yep.
What level of money could we be talking about? People might be wondering that.
So level of money depends partly on prescription. I'd say our entry level, something like an Oliver Peoples, Tom Ford type product with single vision lenses, you're looking at 350, 400. When you start buying into the really, really good products, your frames are starting at, say, 400.
What's the most expensive pair of glasses you've ever sold?
In this practice, the Jacques-Marie Mage.
Can you show them to me?
Yeah, it's this brand here.
Oh, they look so cool.
So we are, it's an exclusive brand. They only pick certain opticians in the country to supply them. Every single piece is a limited edition frame. So there's only 300 of this, 200 of this.
Yeah.
They come numbered. They come with a stamped, embossed card. You become part of their collectors club. And these actually have really good resale value as well.
How much are we talking about for that pair there, say?
That one there, probably $650. The most expensive pair we have in stock at the moment is $1,200. And they're, absolutely beautiful. Yeah. Absolutely stunning.
I'm seeing in the Oculist, I'm seeing your customers coming in and out. They're not necessarily rich people. They're people that
love
care
great products
about what's on the top of their nose.
They value the product and they value how they spend their money. I think it's more about once you've bought into this store, once you've bought into the eye test, you see the detail that we give you clinically that's backed up then with a retail product that is noticed when you're out and about. When people leave, we often say, don't be surprised if you get stopped in the street and someone asks you where you get your glasses from. And it often sounds like a line, like a bit of a cheesy line. But when they come back a couple of weeks later, or they're passing by, they'll come in and say, I can't believe how many people have stopped me. And I can't believe that people have come up to me and said, you get those from the Oculist.
Love it. Yeah. So you pay that little bit more for the quality and you stand out. Gerry, it's been great to see you and all of your team here at the Oculist. I'm intrigued by it. I'm really impressed by it. And I can see why so many customers stay with you for a long time. Yeah. And that's ultimately what it's about, your relationships.
Clients here, 17 years. Some clients here that have followed me from other opticians. I worked in Peterborough for quite a few years before I opened up my own store. The loyalty that people show us, we hugely appreciate it. Humbled by it, the kindness and Christmas gifts and birthday gifts and all sorts that they give us. It's wonderful.
Good to see you, Gerry.